In this video, we are creating a source to find relevant loan offers based on some criteria ranges such as amount and LTV. Here's how it would look like. You can modify your existing source and spreadsheet, or start from scratch like in this video. When we are talking of advanced, it is when all the information isn't available in the spreadsheets, such as record relationships or different formatting. Here we will have a custom header, ranges and related lists. By using generator, picklist values are retrieved automatically to create valid combinations. If you do not want all values from the picklist fields, you can add only the relevant values when visiting the column record itself. It will be showed later. That can be used to separate your sources by product type, for example, to make it easier to maintain instead of thousands of rows. Here is our first range. Via the special drop-down, you explain if the values are from a multi-pick list, dates or ranges, decimal or text. As a reminder, the source is in a CSV format, and that means comma-separated value, so your separator cannot be a comma. Also, be careful when using your favorite spreadsheet editor that some symbols can be understood as formulas or calculations. Advanced also support lookups and criteria or result. Just enter the correct path. Because my range fields are not picklist fields, I can add the relevant ranges I want to compare my source to. Each value added will create the possible combinations. You can later remove the combinations that don't make sense for your organization. My lookup field is a checkbox, and I want to generate combinations for both true or false, so I feed the relevant options. I create my source file and check that my criteria look correct. I will now create my destination fields. I have created a new custom object called offer and some fields to populate. Field name is the field on the destination object. Then scroll down to explain how to update those fields by typing the destination object and the lookup field that is used to connect both objects, and another field. You may have noticed a main checkbox that is available when using a gauge. The column with main ticked will be used to feed the gauge. Here you are using the fixed rate column. The gauge configuration is in a different video. And another field, and we will end here. Again, you can have as many criteria or results when using an advanced source, as long as you respect the orders on the column records. Let's check that all looks correct. Here I am using the header field to have a friendlier name in my file. All fields can have a custom header if you wish so. That is again a benefit from advanced. You may receive a file from a department to import, and instead of modifying the file and headers, you can just map the headers. Then your department can just modify the source file themselves without confusion. My source of type generator is now converted to a proper source. I download my file and update it with the relevant headers, products, and interest rates. Once finished with my file, I can upload my new version. Another sanity check to see if all looks correct. It will validate that your related list path and lookup path are correct. I can now activate my source and link it to a gauge I have previously created. A separate video is available to show how to configure it. Let's run it on my opportunity record. In this example, I have limited the number of offers, but again, if Twig finds many options while using advanced, they will all be displayed and will create the relevant records, like at the beginning of this video.